Hi guys, we're looking at the top of my boat now, and as you can see I have two solar panels. Both of them are connected in parallel. That means that the voltage is constant, about 12 volts, and it's the two you see here. I think one of them, if I remember correctly, is about 50 watts and the second one is 40 watts. So I have a total of 90 watts, and this is on the top of my boat. Both panels lead down to this charge controller, which is an MPPT charge controller, as you can see there, and this makes sure that the charging voltage that goes down to my battery system remains constant, and it regulates depending on how charged, which state the charge state the batteries are. It regulates the amount of charge that comes down to them. Now, directly from the top, the roof of my boat, I have this a voltmeter that shows my resting voltage now is actually 13.9 volts. Even though it's overcast day and the charge controller is not giving its full potential, but it keeps my batteries at a decent voltage, as you can see. Now, the reason I have this solar cell system is not actually to generate so much power for use in that way, but the reason is it just keeps my batteries healthy and always fully charged. Usually when my boat is in the marina, I have the shore power with a normal charging system, and when I'm on the way, the engine also charges the batteries. But when I'm at anchor, or if I'm drifting, the solar panels make sure that my batteries are always in tip-top condition. Likewise, make sure that it tops up the little bit of power that I'm using from my chart plotter, different charging of iPads, iPhones, and the depth finder, the radio, both the VHF radio and the music system, and all the things that use a lot of power on the way. So the 90 watts is more than enough for that. Another reason why I like the system is because I have this ventilation system, and this system it's a little bit dark in here from my yeah, that's better. This ventilation system that I have is actually just a fan. I'll just open it up for you. And there's the fan without the cowl on. And what the fan does is it starts as soon as the sun is up, and it sucks out air from the cabin always. And this constant ventilation makes sure that the climate inside the boat is not humid, and there's constant airflow and air exchange, so you don't get these moldy spots and musty smell that is typically characteristic in many boats. I've put the cowl back on again, and underneath the fan system I have a button in case I am in the winter, I'm heating up the boat and I don't want the heat to escape. I can just switch it off there. And I also have a shutter system, close and open, that I can close or open the gills in front of the fan. And one of the reasons I like the Victron MPPT solar controller is because I have the Bluetooth dongle on it, where I can connect my smartphone, or as you can see here, an iPad, and I can see how it's performing in real time and how it's been performing over the last few days. Now it's quite dark, as you can see. Outside the sun has gone down, and it's evening time now. The visibility is not that good, but and that's why it's producing 0 watts and 3.21 volts, but it shows the current and the voltage in my system is 13.9 volts, which is actually quite good. There's no load on it because the ventilation fan is off, and it's not charging now. I can see how much it has produced in its lifetime, 31 kilowatt hours, and here I have the last 30 days, and it shows how much the solar panel has produced to charge the batteries in that time. Some days are more than others. It depends on when I have had the boat out away from the shore power. The days where the shore power is on, you can see it doesn't charge that much, it just goes into a trickle, and other days when the shore power has been off, it has charged the battery virtually the whole day. So by and large, it's 90 watts is a nice maintenance system. It's not really enough to produce any decent power needs like running a fridge or anything, but it's enough to keep your battery state in good health, and it's actually enough to power small devices like the ventilation fan on my boat. I have running that comes on as soon as the sun comes up in the morning and goes off at night, so it doesn't create any noise if I happen to sleep on the boat, and throughout the whole day it ventilates the boat and keeps the condition of the humidity low and the air quality good. Apart from that, the 90 watts is actually enough to produce the small power needs I might have if my engine is off and I'm drifting or at anchor and I have some devices on, like my chart plotter or anchor alarm and so on, depth finder and so on. It just makes sure that I don't run down my battery. Well, by and large, it's a system I can expand. I think I can come up in wattage in future if I deem it necessary, and I just wanted to show you the solar system I have on my boat. Thanks for watching, and remember to share, like the video if you enjoyed what you saw, and see you next time. Bye.